Hey beautiful, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is HollyLynora and today we are doing an everyday makeup routine. This is what I do every day with a couple ticks. Well, I can't speak today, just to warn you throughout this video. I had to edit it like crazy. I can't talk today, so sorry about it. Everyday makeup routine, couple tips and tricks along the way. Just to disclaim, it doesn't take me as long as this video takes, but with talking and tips and tricks added, it did take a little longer than normal. Plus, I am adding in, we're trying this out today. It is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Tint with an SPF of 20. Haven't tried this before until today, this video. So, you know the drill. If you're new, I would love it if you would subscribe. Join my beauty YouTube family. All things happy and positive, and enjoy this video. Okay, so let's do this everyday routine. It's really nothing special, nothing advanced, nothing, you know, special. Like I just said, I do go in with a smoothing blurring primer just because that is one of the tricks. This one's from Tarte. It's the Timeless Smoothing Primer. That is just one of my tricks for looking flawless without getting glam, to achieve that, like, I actually just look like this look, using a blurring smoothing primer, and one that also will hold your makeup. So that's the key, finding one that does all of the above. And of course, pressing it into spots where oil typically secretes the most on you. So for me, it's here, and my upper lip is really porous. When I look close, no one should be that close to me, but I definitely press a little extra my upper lip. That's why I go in with the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. Another really good one is silicone free. It's from Wet n Wild, and it is the new Impossible Primer, and it's like $5. It's a really great drugstore alternative to this one. And now for my everyday skin tint, and yes, that's my everyday wear. I have not a list, but like I don't have one tried and true product. So that's the problem with, it's not a problem, that is the struggle with doing and loving foundation wear tests and trying all kinds of foundations all the time, is I get favorites, and that favorite list gets higher and higher and higher. So as of right now, currently, for everyday wear, I have been loving the Jaclyn Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint, as well as the Rose Ink Skin Enhanced Luminous Tinted Serum. These two are fabulous. I've got Pericone MD. That is a beautiful, I mean, this is stunning. Stunning, and it's actually a little more coverage than the other two that I just showed you. Smashbox Halo, I always keep that in reach. This is really good for a nice all-day glow, as well as this one from Jaclyn Cosmetics. And all of these are skin tints, by the way. I have like a whole medium coverage and full coverage section too, but I'm showing you like my top skin tints, just, you know, a roundup. These from MAC, the Studio Radiance, these are flawless. And the Chanel Skin Tint, beautiful as well. Like, I have a whole arsenal of skin tints that I absolutely adore. This one from Kosas. Wet n Wild also has a really good skin tint that I love. I just can't seem to find it right now. But this is the primer that I was talking about. That's a really good alternative to the Tarte Timeless Primer. These are both beautiful, really big cost difference, so this is definitely more wallet friendly. They're both beautiful. Anyways, my point in showing you all those skin tints, though, like, you never know, I never know which one I'm gonna be wearing on the daily. I don't have a tried and true, and it's not because there's not one particular one that's just amazing. I love all those. So today I'm gonna try a new one, and it is the new from Shiseido. This is the Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Tint with an SPF of 20, and it is self-refreshing. So they actually did come out with a medium, I believe, medium to full coverage foundation that's self-refreshing, and it is beautiful. Love that foundation. I did a wear test on it like light years back. When I saw that they had a skin tint, yeah, duh. This one is in the shade 315 medium. And I don't think, I might do like a check-in before I wash it off, but I'm not gonna do like a full wear test. I'm just gonna throw this on for the day and we'll see how it goes. I am going to, as I would every other day, go in with a foundation brush. This is one of my favorites. This is the MAC 170 foundation brush. And let's see how this bad boy works. Oh, I like the applicator. That's really nice and precise. Back of my hand. So it's thicker, more of a mousse consistency. Definitely mousse whipped consistency. Look at that nice point right there. This is literally the motion that I use every single day with my foundation brush. The stippling motion will save you time, press it into the skin for you. You, of course, can use your fingers. You just have to watch a little more closely and make sure that you're covering every single surface. You don't leave, because of course your fingers aren't flat on your skin. They've got nooks and crannies and all that, so you have to make sure you're not leaving streaks. Whereas the brush, there is potential to leave streaks, but not if you have a really good dense foundation brush. To me, it's just quicker. So this skin tint, I can tell you, is not a little goes a long way type product, because I have already squirted more onto the back of my hand. It's light coverage, but the pigment is there. Now I'm gonna add even more to the back of my hand because it's just not spreading very well. So there's definitely some coverage. I mean, for a skin tint, which is what I want, I don't need to look perfect. I'm just gonna run, I think, to Target and Ulta. Maybe I'll get enough to do a haul. Sometimes just periodically I like to hop in there and see if they have anything new. Just kind of browse through. Checking on my girls, you know. No, I'm just kidding, I don't know them. This is a new Ulta. But they're always really nice when I go in. So there's a nice amount of coverage. And just like with the primer, I'm gonna take a little extra time and push into those really porous areas to pretty much clog the pores, which will slow down oil secretion. Make your makeup last longer as well too. By the way, this comes in 12 shades and it will cost you $43. That's an expensive skin tint. Okay, so now for concealer, I once again alternate. I don't really have like a tried and true. I have been loving recently, I've got a handful. Of course, the Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer. I picked this on my drier days. I use that when I want a little more coverage, feeling a little more exhausted. The Lancome All Over Concealer, which is newer. Magic Touch, another one for if I'm feeling a little just drier. This is super hydrating. And then I also like the Jaclyn Concealer. This one has a learning curve to it. You have to be quick. But aside from being quick, it's a really good concealer and it's got really nice coverage. But in Wild is what I'm gonna go in with today. The blendability is like butter, super inexpensive, and it stays put. I love this concealer. It's not as hydrating as these two, which is why I don't use it every single day, but it's still really, really nice. And I do not throw on a bunch for day-to-day wear, just enough to lift my face and add some dimension. And honestly, some days I don't even wet my beauty blender. This is me every single day, just trying to look awake and get out the door, look presentable. So I just blend that and move the product underneath the rest of my eye to cover any purple or discoloration from being sleepy. And that's when I go up to the side and lift my face. Putting your concealer there makes such a difference. You're awake, you're alive, you're refreshed. Like, I cannot. And I also pinch the side, so I've got this much surface area to work with, and it places it a little more carefully than just using the round butt of the beauty blender. I am just pushing it into the skin. I'm not stippling or like buffing it out. I'm literally pushing it. See how easy this blends? That makes, oh, my beauty blender. Oh my god, I washed that. Dang it. That little bit of concealer, all the difference in the world in dimension and face shape. Now let's do some brows. I have learned that I do my brows quite differently from like the standard way of doing them, but they last all day and they hold. So I'm just going to show you my way. You can love it or hate it, or let me know your way and I'll give that a try, you know, but this works for me, so whatevs. I'm going to take a spoolie and of course brush my brow hairs right on up. I have been using that Grande Brow Serum and the lash works. Obsessed. I'm already on my second bottle and my brows just look like the hairs look thicker and better grown, I guess you would say. Like, look, they look good. They didn't used to be like this full or thick. Anyways, I'm gonna go and use the pencil side. This is the I say that wrong every time. This is the Refi brow pencil. I think it's like medium or number, I can't remember. Medium shade or something. Like a dark brown. And now I'm going to do hair-like strokes. Carve out a point. I pretty much only carve out the bottom, like trace the bottom of my brows. I can do an updated brow routine if you want, like a only brows video. So I fill in my whole brow because I do like a prominent brow. You don't realize how much a brow like shapes your face until you see like a picture where they're not that full or they're not filled in, or you look at, you know, like one brow's done and one brow isn't, and it's amazing the difference of what a good solid brow can do. Prominence. Not so much. So some days I will trace out the top if I want more bold of a look, but today, since we're just running errands and such, we're not going to do that. Also, if I want more prominence, I go in with the Brow Flick from Glossier. This is in the shade brown, and I will fill out the tail with this really dark shade and kind of start light. It'll be light here and then fade into a really dark bold brow. Now I'm gonna go in with a brush. This is from Rare Beauty, and this is the brow gel that's tinted, and it has microfibers in there to really give your brow a good fluff. A fluff and tint. Swish and flick. I have tried doing it the other way. I just find that my brow pencil doesn't work as well. It slides off, as opposed to putting the brow pencil on and then lightly going over with your brow gel to not move your pencil. Because if you do the opposite, your pencil either crumbles against the hardened brow gel or it slides and doesn't apply very well against the newly applied brow gel. So that's just how I find it. I'm gonna let this dry and do my other side. Be right back. Okay, so brows are on, and what I do to make them stay all day, I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze and go in with this brow brush. This is from ColourPop. I think it was like $6 or $7. Really inexpensive. It's firm, it holds put, and I honestly just kind of stipple it in there. And you can place pressure and it doesn't take off the product that you put on there. And that is my everyday fluffy brow. And honestly, yes, I do this faster than what I'm doing right now. It's just I'm talking. I'm sure you've heard that. Yes. This normally goes by quicker. Let's go in with eyes. I use this palette every day almost. If I'm putting on makeup and I'm doing a day-to-day look, I'm going in with the ColourPop That's Taupe eyeshadow palette. The colors are beautiful, perfect for just that neutral everyday look, and you have your shimmers, your metallics here in case you want to add a little bit of glam, just if you're feeling it. But these colors are perfect. The matte, beautiful. Mwah. I go in with the Urban Decay E201, my favorite crease brush of them all, and then I go in with this middle one right here. It's called Pebble Beach. It's just that perfect nude, And this, we are going all over the crease. See that color? It's perfect. And I bring mine up to right under my brow bone because I have hooded eyes. So now it doesn't go under with the lid. You can see it makes my lid look bigger, and there's added dimension to my eye. Sweep that everywhere. Sometimes I just stop by throwing some in the crease, just like we did there, doing a really nice lifting mascara and call it a day. But today, I guess I'll go in with a little bit extra. Since I have the time, I'm not in a hurry. I'm gonna go in with Rocksteady right here. It's a smoky, very in-depth gray, taupey color. And this is the Morphe M574, right? Yes. And I'm gonna put that right in my crease, which will add even more depth. And windshield wiper motions until it is very smooth and has kind of blended into that first nude Pebble Beach color. Smoke out that lower lash, just the outer corner. This is a good trick for if you're feeling a little more tired and you want to kind of look more awake. Opens up the eyes, just put it on the corner, lower lash. And see, you've already got the palette in your hand. I guess I will go in with this middle shimmer shade right here, and it is called Snake Eyes. I'm gonna take my finger. Look at that, beautiful. And just pop it right on the bottom. Now let's throw on some mascara. This one is called Voluminous Butterfly. It is from L'Oreal. Great mascara for length and separation. These two from Essence are perfect, great for everyday wear. This one from Lancome is always in reach as well. I have quite the collection. So today I'm just gonna go in with this from Essence. This is the Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara, and this is one of my favorites from them because of the brush. The shape and how thin it is, perfect for your lower lash line and your upper lash line. You can bring it in and wiggle and go up to the side, create that cat eye effect. And since I have time, and yes, I would do this on an everyday makeup look, I'm gonna go in with a half lash, Promatic half lashes from Eyelure, and pop those just to create a little extra oomph in the look. So I will be right back. Okay, so the eyes are done. You can see just adding those lashes, see, it just adds that perfect amount of sultriness, but you didn't take too much effort, you didn't spend too much time on it. These are the magnetic lashes. I know, I think I just did a video on the Glamnetic lashes. These from Eyelure, they are magnetic, and these from Glamnetic, of course magnetic as well. These are called Lucky, and then the other ones are just half lashes from Eyelure. You can get those at Target or Walmart. They are the perfect everyday lash for that added extra oomph. These are a full lash, but they're just nice and fluttery and soft. So it's like, is she wearing lashes? I don't know, I can't tell. And then these are just the half lash. Love them for an everyday look. Perfect for the extra oomph. Let's go into bronzer. This is from Kosas. This is in the shade Deep. No, not Deep. This is in the shade Medium. This is one that I use every day. Another good everyday bronzer is from Glowish. Let me know your favorite drugstore bronzer down below. I want to know. Don't be shy. Let a girl know. I'm gonna go in with this brush from It Brushes. It's their bronzer brush, powder brush. I've had it for forever. It's a really good brush. This shade, if you have my skin tone, is perfect for adding depth and dimension and not changing your look into like a bronze goddess. This is just good for every day. I'm gonna do the 3. Bring it down the side of my neck. That will slim your neck down, just so you know. Pro tip, stipple it in. See, it's barely there, but you can see it, and it adds that shape and dimension to your face. Look at that, and look at that. Okay? Okay. Girl, I got you. Take some tips. Let's do our makeup together, okay? I'll do it for you. just to sharpen up my nose, I'm going to go in with a Urban Decay brush. This is the F116, and I'm going to dip into the same bronzer and just brush on the sides and the tip. If you want to add a little juiciness to your lip in like 5 seconds, same bronzer, same brush that I used on my nose, and pop it underneath that bottom lip. It just creates a shadow. But be sure to blend it really, really well, and blend it up the corners, the sides of your mouth. Done. Now, to be for real with you, not every day do I wear blush. It's just really if I'm feeling like cute and flirty, or if I'm not, I will skip the blush, no problemo. But when I do wear it, I like the Healthy Peach Cheeky Vegan brush from Glowish. Blush from Glowish. That's a really good one. This one is Always Close By from Dior. Milani has a really, really beautiful peachy corally blush. Love that one. Just go right in with a bling brush. This is the F14. And I just pop it center of my cheeks, go in a little circle, and then bring it up. This is a very light shade, like light looking on my skin. It doesn't look like I have a lot of blush on, which is what I want. It's just that enough, it's enough rosiness to see the difference. It's really pretty. Definitely getting the apples, pushing it, and then bringing it right on up. See how beautiful that is? And once it really sinks into your skin and it's all one, whew, girl, it just looks so natural. This is a very natural, beautiful, flushed looking look if you have my skin tone. And now for lips, last but not least. Some days I do glossy, some days I do matte. It's really just what I feel. Like I said, like I've got a lot on this vanity and I love all of it. So it's really just what I'm feeling for the day. What I'm feeling today is, oh, this is another good mascara. Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. Beautiful. It is L'Oreal, right? Yes, L'Oreal Paris. Lips, this Superstay Matte Ink. This is from Maybelline. Beautiful, bright, poppy color. I love this one. So pretty. Nice blushy pink. But today, I think what I want to do, this is a lip pencil, lip crayon from NARS. This is Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Good Times. And I need to sharpen it. This is a really, really nice nude. It's like a chubby pencil. And I actually found this at TJ Maxx. I actually found it at TJ Maxx, so it was a good day. So you can see it's just the right amount of color. Love it. And when I'm applying this, I stretch out my lips so that the lip crayon gets in every single nook and cranny and crease in my lip, and it helps that look less creasy. Of course, even though it's every day, I'm still gonna overline. Absolutely a beautiful, beautiful nude lip, just enough to give you that extra oomph. This video is all about the oomph. Say it with me now. Oomph. Where? Okay. Not that one. There are so many little tricks and things that you can do in your everyday routine to make it, to keep it everyday, but add that extra oomph to your look without taking forever to do your makeup. So maybe I should just do a video on the tips and tricks, just showing you different things that can add to your everyday look without adding time to it or making it glam. You still look every day. So like this trick, this I am content with. I like it, but I just want a little extra. So I'm gonna take a very, very nude color. No, I don't want this shade actually. All three of these are Sephora collection, inexpensive, and they stay put. They have a great selection. I want the shade, where is it? Okay, well, I don't think I can find the exact shade that I am wanting, but that's fine. So I'm gonna go in with this from Sephora collection. This is the cream lip stain in the shade number 74. And all I'm gonna do is pop this right in the center and distribute it until satisfied, which is also gonna make your lips appear bigger And that is the quickest, easiest, juiciest lip in the book. Let's spray her down with some Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. This is one of my tried and trues. If you've been watching me, you know. Okay, beautiful. That is it for my everyday routine with a couple little tips and tricks there just to kind of add that extra oomph like we've been talking about this entire video. Okay? Okay. I hope you really like it. Simple, yet has that added punch, and it really is quick. Honestly, just disclaiming, like being for real with you, it would not take me as long as it did in this video, but I'm talking and things are coming to my mind like, oh, you can do this too, you can do that too, yada yada yada. Just extra things, tips and tricks that sometimes I do, sometimes I don't do, but this is the gist of my everyday makeup routine to look fresh, awake, I woke up like this type look. If you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe, join my beauty YouTube fam. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. I will see you, actually, maybe I'll do a check-in. Depending on how this day goes, I might do a check-in and we'll see how this Shiseido skin tint is going to work. It is the self-refreshing skin tint, so I haven't worn it before. It's brand new right out of the box. So I might do a check-in, I might not. If not, you guys are my rock stars and I'll see you in the next video. But I might check in, so okay. Bye.